Hello viewers, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and be a part of our family. The best black movies on Netflix right now. Your entertainment guide, Moovi. Although Netflix makes it a bit easier with its Black Stories collection, finding the best black movies on Netflix can be difficult. The collection changes all the time and it's a fairly extensive one, so if you're in the mood to celebrate black filmmaking, this roundup is for you. We regularly scour the library to find the best options in the Black Stories collection and beyond. Read on for the best black movies on Netflix right now. Looking for more films and shows that illustrate the black experience? Check out our roundups of the best black shows and movies to stream across all platforms.
I remember saying that this Rustin fella's a little crazy. Only later did I fully comprehend that a little didn't even come close.
Colman Domingo was nominated for an Oscar for his portrayal of gay civil rights leader Rustin in this Netflix original. The architect of 1963's March on Washington, Rustin was one of the world's greatest activists and organizers, and yet has become largely lost to history. This biopic seeks to rectify that, examining the unapologetic man who never apologized for who he was or what he believed in.
Towards freedom, that's what's on the line. Nothing less.
Lord, I hope and pray they come today.
Tarantino's Jackie Brown.
Perhaps Quentin Tarantino's most underrated movie, Jackie Brown stars Pam Grier as the titular character, a flight attendant who gets caught up in a scheme to smuggle dirty money into the country for her gunrunner boss. When the cops get a hold of Jackie and try to use her to get to the big boss, she hatches a plan to keep the money for herself and get off scot-free.
That was fun.
Yeah, I really hit the spot.
You are welcome here anytime. If I'm free, my family should be too. I made up my mind, I'm going back.
Cynthia Erivo earned a Best Actress nomination for her portrayal of freedom fighter Harriet Tubman in the biopic Harriet. The sprawling film tells the extraordinary story of Tubman's escape from slavery and evolution into one of America's greatest heroes. Through determination, ingenuity, and courage, she helps hundreds of slaves along the Underground Railroad to freedom.
Everybody everywhere is looking for you.
One of the most important films of the 1990s, John Singleton's Boyz in the Hood gave voice and context to the cultural rage erupting from South Central Los Angeles into mainstream America. Singleton's film follows Trey Styles, Cuba Gooding Jr., a high-achieving teen caught between the forceful guidance of his father, Furious, Lawrence Fishburne, and the constant, inescapable violence and conflict of his South Central neighborhood. Funny, poignant, and scathing, Boyz in the Hood is one for the canon.
Number one, get yourself a gun, and then South Central.
Has happened.
I see this shit fucked up. They out here cloning this. What the fuck?
A modern nod to black exploitation movies, they clone Tyrone centers around a nefarious government conspiracy unfolding beneath a black neighborhood. As strange events begin to occur in town, Fontaine, John Boyega, Yodo, WandaVision's Teyonah Parris, and Slick Charles, Jamie Foxx, form an unlikely trio to investigate.
Chill. Just fucking chill.
You can't stop me now.
This early portrait of legendary Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall illustrates the rabble-rousing attorney in his early days battling on behalf of the NAACP. The film focuses on one of his earliest and most challenging cases, defending black chauffeur Joseph Spell, Sterling K. Brown, against the sexual assault and attempted murder accusation made by his white employer, Eleanor Strubeing, Kate Hudson. Unable to choose his representation, Spell must settle for the court-appointed Sam Friedman, Josh Gad, a young lawyer with no experience in criminal law. But Marshall stands as co-counsel.
The only way to get through a bigot's door is to break it down.
Film critic Elvis Mitchell directs and stars in this Netflix original documentary about the history of black cinema. Focusing primarily on a black revolution in 70s cinema, Mitchell uses archival footage and new interviews with key players from the area to analyze and celebrate the diversification, politicization, and star-making turns of the era. New interviews with luminaries like Harry Belafonte, Samuel L. Jackson, Whoopi Goldberg, Margaret Avery, Lawrence Fishburne, and Charles Burnett make this doc a must-see for cinema lovers.
That we will be heard.
This modern western centers on a North Philadelphia block where people live a little more simply. When 15-year-old Cole, Caleb McLaughlin, can't stop getting in trouble at school, his mother drives him from Detroit to spend the summer in Philadelphia with his estranged father, Harp Luther, the fallen son's Idris Elba. Cole is shocked to find that despite the urban environment, Harp is a bona fide cowboy. Frustrated by his father's strict rules and confused by the urban cowboy lifestyle, Cole initially tries to find somewhere else to stay for the summer, only to find himself slowly being drawn into the rustic allure of Harp's life. Adapted from August Wilson's classic century cycle play, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom takes place in a 1920s Chicago recording session. As musicians await the legendary mother of the blues, Ma Rainey, the Suicide Squad's Viola Davis, tempers begin to flare when Ma finally arrives. Ma enters into a battle of wills with her white manager and producer over control of her music while cornet player Levy, Chadwick Boseman, stokes the fires and prods his fellow musicians into stories and truths that will change their lives.
These records are gonna be hits.
Dolemite Is My Name.
Eddie Murphy returned from a lengthy acting hiatus to star as Rudy Ray Moore in this Oscar-nominated biopic of the comedian who created the character Dolemite. Dolemite is a pimp, comedian, and nightclub owner who became an iconic character in blaxploitation films. In Dolemite Is My Name, Moore grapples with the character and the success that comes with being an underground sensation.
Kung Fu.